一年一度嘅 AV show 咧開始咗啦，咁點都要去 ECT 啦。每一年 ECT 咧都有超多嘅品牌，有超多新產品，今年都唔例外，我哋一齊帶大家去睇下。好啦，咁今年 ECT 咧咁多嘅 brand， 我哋一定要介紹下啦。咁第一個 brand 咧，我哋嚟到 Jomo Audio， 咁亦都好開心啦，有佢哋嘅 founder 就係 Joseph。Hi Joseph, nice to meet you.
Hi everyone. We have refreshed our new the whole product line since 2021. We refreshed the whole brand image with a lot of design elements inspired by the racing sports.
Yes.
You can tell from the naming of the product, we use a lot of name from the cars. So this year we have a new product. It's called Impulse Tie. It's a new universal IEM designed with the inspiration of motorsports. We use a lot of elements from supercars, like the honeycomb design on the faceplate. It used by Lamborghinis, Ferraris. They have this kind of elements, and we also use a lot of carbon fiber material, which is very popular in the racing sports. So Impulse Tie also has CNC titanium shell.
Oh, that's why it's called Impulse Tie.
Yeah, that's why it has the name Tie. So the shell is CNC'd from the whole block of titanium alloy with a very ergonomic design. So it's very smooth in the surface with hand polished mirror finishing. So for the sound part, we use two dynamic drivers with titanium diaphragms coupled in solid. It's a couplers made from solid brass.
Brass. Oh.
Yeah. So the two dynamic drivers are facing each other. They will generate the sound together, and then with through one sound floor.
Okay.
So as we know, brass is a material used by a lot of musical instruments.
Very musical metals.
Yeah, so it has very special sound characteristics to produce sound. That's why we use the brass in these for the lower region of the bass.
Okay.
And in the mid range, we use the 6 balance armature drivers. We tune the balance armature drivers with very precise frequency points, so that it can create very catching vocal sound and also very smooth high frequency. So in the super tweeter, super high frequency range, we use the 1 ceramic PCT drivers. It can create very high sensitivity of the high sounds. Yeah. So it gives the IEM a very refreshed or very airy sound signature. Overall, the Impulse Tie gives you a very bold, very impactful sound with a big sound stage and also a great sense of space.
咁咧講翻用中文講翻少少啦。咁其實咧今次佢哋 Jomo 最新呢個咧就叫 Impulse Tie 啦。咁好似其實阿 Joseph 所講咧，其實咧佢早2至3年前咧已經咧成個系列咧已經係 revamp 咗嘅。咁咧佢嗰個設計 concept 我諗大家都知啦，係 racing car 啦。I bet you are a car lover, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah， 即係成個系列都係好似用個車嘅 concept 去做啦，甚至連個名啊一啲設計上嘅概念咧都係用賽車啊，抑或係超勁嘅跑車去做嘅。咁今次呢個咧就佢哋最新嘅 Impulse Tie 啦，咁成隻機咧都會係用鈦金屬去做啦，係CNC 打磨出嚟嘅一個 solid 嘅 titanium 啦。咁喺嗰個單元個部分咧，小許你係咪都可以講下？
嗱，佢單元方面啦，就有6隻嘅動鐵啦、2隻嘅動圈啦，同埋1隻嘅陶瓷壓電單元喺裏邊，都係一個幾新嘅設計喺裏邊。
咁同埋咧，佢頭先都有講過啦，就係佢嗰個動圈嘅單元咧，佢裝住動圈單元嗰個架咧，佢係用一個brass 嘅。咁啊，好似大家都知啦，玩開音樂，我自己係最中意 brass 嘅 snare 啦，因為 brass 係一個非常 musical 嘅金屬嚟嘅，佢 warm 得嚟咧，但係亦都有金屬嘅 projection， 所以咧 擺落耳機度咧，你成個耳機咧會更加好聽啦。咁好似 Joseph 頭先所講啦，個 sound stage 咧係會好大啦，但係咧佢其他即係 vocal 啊嗰啲低頻啊，佢亦都會係非常之 impact 咁樣樣嘅。
We have another 2 models coming up in the product line, which is the Skyline.
Skyline, yeah.
These 2 models are and the Fair Lady.
This is a prototype.
Yes.
Okay.
So they are hybrid models.
Hybrid model.
Dynamic drivers and balance armature. So they are targeted for entry level and mid level.
咁咧佢嚟緊咧都會有2隻 prototype 啦，咁咧就係 Fair Lady 同埋 Skyline 啦，都係車嘅名嚟嘅。咁咧就都會係一個 hybrid 嘅設計啦。咁咧就係不過咧就 target 翻咧喺可能 mid 即係比較中階少少嘅機嘅。咁大家咧對於呢個Jomo Audio 嘅新機咧有興趣咧就繼續留意啦。Thank you so much,
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
好，阿明，我哋又嚟到 Eletech 呢度啦，我就有請佢哋嘅創辦人啊 Eric 啦，同佢傾下偈啊。Hello Eric.
Could you tell us about what's new for this show?
Okay, so for this show we are featuring 3 new main products. One of them is the Baroque. It's our Eletech ear tips itself. So
ear tips.
Ear tips, yeah. So it's quite interesting. So that is one. The Sonnets of Adam, it's another one. Which is over there, as well as all the way at the end of the booth.
Wow,
the
that's so
Purgatorio.
thick.
Yeah, for headphones. Though.
Headphones. Okay.
As well as the Raphael that's been released recently as well.
Could you tell us about the new flagship, the cable Sonnet of Adam?
Okay.
The name.
For the Sonnets of Adam, what we wanted to do is we reference against art paintings itself, like we always do. So Sonnets of Adam is reference against this creation of Adam. In Chinese, it's 创世纪. Yeah. So within that series of paintings itself, how we actually create Sonnets of Adam, there's a lot of challenges behind it, especially on the wide split creation. Creation of Adam is housed in the Sistine Chapel. So within the Sistine Chapel, there's a lot of architectural styles that we can take reference from. But these architectural styles is really difficult to implement into CNC.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a lot of a challenge in creating that itself for the design elements for Sonnets of Adam. For the cable itself, we actually use 3 materials to craft it. So it's a GPC, GSA, as well as GPS. So initially, when we formulated this project in our mind, we actually wanted to do it as a GPS and GSA, but we couldn't get the right 味道. The taste to come out.
Aftertaste.
Yeah. So it was a trial and error that in the end we added just a little bit of GPC to create the entire buttery kind of taste itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Sonnets of Adam.
係啦，咁佢頭先咧都講到啦，呢個旗艦嘅線，不如小許你講下個線好似好勁。
係真係好勁啊！呢個叫做 Soul of Adam 啦，佢今次又用咗3種嘅物料去到做咗呢條線材嘅線機啦。嗱，包括有頭先佢有講咧，有銅鍍金啦，有銀鍍金同埋金銀合金呢3樣嘅物料啦。佢又希望用呢個金銀合金咧，就帶來一啲嘅唔同嘅 taste 啊，唔同嘅味道俾大家試到聽到呢條線啦。同埋佢條線亦都講到佢嘅外觀設計又做得好靚啦，佢一個好靚嘅分線位置啦，今次亦都做得好特別啦。係啦，亦都希望佢可以俾到大家有一個文藝復興嘅感覺啦。佢今次佢嘅故事啦，亦都用咗呢個文藝復興嘅亞當14行詩去到做咗呢一個嘅故事主題啦。所以佢都做咗好多心思喺呢條線入邊嘅。
Yes, I really like the way you guys try to put all the detail in the the split and all the accessories.
Because when we create a product, it's not only
it's not just a name,
the
right?
cable.
Yeah.
It's not just a name. We wanted to create from packaging to the user experience the idea of the.
And could you tell us more about the ear tips? Because ear tips is very important to the sound of the earphone.
So we created the Baroque series of ear tips. For now, it's for IEM. So this Baroque series, we actually made 3 kind of tag into it. One of them is the Tria. So
Tria.
Tria. So this Tria.
Okay.
So what happens actually within the if you look at it within the inner circle, there's actually
you have some
triangle. Yeah. So what we did from Tria is that we reference against Fang. the dampening.
Dampening.
Dampening. So we did a little bit of dampening and reflection design into this trigger, so that when the sound were to profuse out from the IEM, it is of the clearest kind of transmission, which is why we use this dampening technique as well as a whiteboard. So other than that, we actually did a flexion. Flexion is actually this part behind. So
The pattern.
the pattern. So what it does, it's actually inspired of origami. So what this flexion does is that it ensures a better fit, as well it actually releases the vibrations itself, so that it's
You
not
won't get fatigue.
Yes.
Okay.
So other than that, is the satin. Satin, what we do is that we actually implemented a lot of micro cuts on the surface, so that when you touch it, it's actually very smooth, and so that you don't really feel it when wearing it. And you also, by using satin, it also increases the wearability of it.
Oh, never thought of a like a rubber, but you can use different kind of like pattern on it and make the reflection like better。之前都講過啦，玩 universal 耳機咧，呢一 tip 咧其實係好緊要嘅，對於調聲嗰方面。咁咧Eletech 咧之前做開線嘅啦，但係估唔到咧佢今次咧出埋耳膠。咁你唔好睇呢粒膠咧就好似好普通，佢用咗啲技術啦、研究啦，喺嗰個膠上面有一啲唔同嘅紋理咧，咁令到咧佢嗰個聲音嘅反彈咧會更加之出咁樣樣啦。咁玩開 universal 嘅朋友咧，買耳膠咧又會多個選擇啦。呢一 tip， 大家 check out 下呢個 Broad Series 啊，幾得意啊！
我明佢呢隻耳膠好薄嗱，佢今次平時好少耳膠有咁薄嘅體感，即係0.0幾呢隻。係啊，真係幾薄。你最中意嘅薄體感，大家都中意㗎啦。係啦，仲有呢個headphone 嘅線啦。我頭先第一眼見到都嚇親我，咁大碌嘅，跟住話headphone 嘅線材嚟嘅。咁可以拎埋個 headphone 過嚟試㗎，大家。好啦，咁而家嚟到咧第三個牌子啦，就係 DITA。咁我哋好開心咧，就揾到 DITA 嘅 founder 啦，佢就係 Danny。Hi Danny，nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you too. This is a difficult year.
Yes.
I think everybody says the same thing. Yeah. But I feel like we are not a company that comes up with a lot of products all the time. Actually, we only come up with a new product every year or 2 years. We don't really mind that the business is a little bit slower. But for this year, we thought we would come up with something that is a little bit more entry level in price. So normally our products are priced about 2,000 US and up. But this year we're trying to come up with some products that are in the $200 to $300 US price point. We feel like it is important for some of our customers to experience some of our products in that price point. It's good because not all customers want the whole package.
Yes.
You know, we put a lot of effort into the package, into the accessories, into the earphone, of course. But I think some customers can have a watered down version of the experience.
True.
It will still be a very good experience, but I think they would prefer some of that. Another reason why we feel like we need to enter a slightly lower price market is because I think
try to get more people to involve, get them into our like audio world.
Well, that's one. Two, I feel that with inflation, with the things that are going on in the world right now, a lot of us are hobbyists, enthusiasts. We love earphones, we love hi-fi, we love music.
Yes.
But with so much pressure in life, we cannot spend so much money on some of these toys.
True.
Right? But we still want to play.
We
still want to enjoy. So how should we do that? I think that's something that I think about a little bit more. So not so much of that. I don't care that the competition is lowering price very low. I don't think that's very important. I think what's more important is how will we allow more people who want to enjoy and experience the product get a chance to
that's
do
the
that.
most important
that's the most important thing.
咁其實咧，Danny 佢頭先都所講啦，其實咧DITA 咧今年咧就唔會話有好多好新嘅嘢，今次咧反而係會有一啲 entry level 少少，因為佢都所講啦，其實咧玩耳機都係為咗開心，為咗一個冇壓力嘅情況底下玩，咁所以佢想更加多人去咧享受呢樣嘢，因為咧你知㗎啦，而家經濟環境咧都唔好啊，咁即係係啦，即係所以咧即係佢就會想多啲人享受音樂 instead of 係壓力咁樣樣啦，所以係一個非常之善良嘅一個決定嚟嘅，係啦咁啊。
Mike, have you got a bit of time to introduce some of the new product to this gentleman from the media?
Hi. So here is
This is small Michael because
Michael.
Yeah.
Michael, nice to meet you. Kulo Ming. This
Michael
is
張口源。
So
Michael is interesting because Michael has been hanging out with us since he was like 14 or 15 years old. He went to the UK. He studied acoustic sciences.
Oh, that's really good. So he is kind of like R&D staff.
He definitely
Definitely.
R&D.
Okay.
Definitely R&D. I used to teach him a lot. Now he teaches me. Now he teaches me. Yeah.
That's
But,
really good, like
yeah, so-
inspiring each other.
Yeah.
So this is our new prototype. It is a whole new attempt that we never tried a hybrid before. So this is actually one DD and one BA.
Oh, okay.
And both of them are using the same setup with a slight difference in sound signature. And this time we brought two prototypes just to see like which one people actually prefer. And now the results are very interesting. It's more or less a 50-50 situation. So we would also love to have your opinion on this.
Okay.
And now this aside, we also have our navigator. So this is a USB Type-C. You can connect to your iPhone or to a Type-C Android, your laptop. As you see, it is like a fidget toy.
Toy.
Yeah. Put a screw it inside here, and then slide it back in. Yeah, it's very simple. And on this side, you can flip this open. That means you can literally put your phone on top.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a really thoughtful design.
Yes, so it's like, let's pretend this is a phone and
Yeah,
it
I
looks like
have
it.
a phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
好似變形金剛呢個嘢。
Really nice.
And the cable goes to the back, and you have audio output here.
嗱，DITA 都好特別啦，今年開始有呢個類聲俾大家喺度試聽啦。因為佢之前嘅公舞啦，個樣都係比較會硬朗一啲啦，亦都好特別啦。今次又出咗有呢個圈鐵嘅混合嘅，係啊，
佢之前都係一向做都係一個圈。
係啊，單圈啦。今次有一個動圈同一個動鐵嘅一個 hybrid 混合嘅一個 prototype 俾大家試啦。
係啦，咁佢咧就話有兩個調音嘅，咁佢就唔同大家講咧，個兩個調音咧係個分別係乜嘢，但係咧係好細，即係佢喺調音 sound signature 嗰度咧，其實就會唔同嘅。但係其實喺嗰個頻譜上面就唔係喐咗好多咁樣啦。咁但係咧，佢就等大家 design 咧，咁佢哋就決定最終 final 嘅 product 咧係點樣樣啦。
係啦，明有新藍牙喎呢度。
我知啊，梗係知啦。嚟到 ECT 梗係要試下 AK 嘅嘢啦。咁啊，中意用藍牙，因為懶啊嘛。咁啊，今次佢出去第二代喎，好似比起上一代咧，個單元上邊都唔同咗係咪？
係啊，佢之前用咗全頻嘅動鐵單元去做咗單元嘅發聲部件啦。
未試嘅，因為我哋都仲有好多嘢
想試嘅。
想試下，呢個會係我轉頭拍完片咧就會試下㗎啦。今次其實即係如果係即係 AK 嘅 fans 啦，咁之前咧對呢個藍牙耳機咧都已經係有即係好多
認識啦，
好多認識啊，好多人支持啦。咁咧，我覺得係絕對可以試埋呢個第二代嘅。即係你摸落去就知道有翻 AK 嗰種
設計喺度啊。
係啊，同埋嗰種高貴感咁咯。
勁啊呢個！
小許咁除咗呢隻之外咧，好多人都會想試啦，我好想試啦。仲有啲咩想試啊？
嗱，有好多人都想試，阿明一定要讀你啦呢隻。嗱 AK 乘 VE 嘅全新嘅耳機啦。
呢隻好誇張咁喎。
係啊，誇張啊！
咁啊，呢一隻新機咧叫 Aura 啦，就係 AK 同埋 Vision Ears 佢哋嘅聯乘啦。咁兩間咁勁嘅廠聯乘咧，就一定都係正㗎啦。
係真係估唔到佢今次反而有個圈鐵嘅混合喎 VE。
係咯，另外都有諗起佢哋之前 VE 一啲好正嘅耳機都係差唔多咁嘅 spec 啦。所以其實咧，佢嘅動鐵咧就真係好聽嘅。再加上咧，作為一個古佬啊，你睇下佢呢個 face plate 咧係成塊好似茶咁樣樣。
真係黃銅做㗎呢個 K。
係啦啊！一睇就知啦，係啊，即係我覺得係會好靚啦，亦都好有紀念價值咯。如果係兩個 brand 嘅擁躉咧，咁我覺得都要試下啦。啱咧就要入手啦。咁呢條線都好似係特登為佢做嘅喎，都
就呢個應該係 Effect Audio 做嘅線材呢條。係啊，Effect Audio
都係 Effect Audio 啦。咁 Effect Audio 同埋 Vision Ears 都係長期合作伙伴啦。咁其實 Vision Ears 同埋即係佢哋好似呢三個牌子咧，都係經常合作咁樣。咁啊〜派完機都係嗰句派完機
轉頭嚟試
係啦。好，咁嚟到咧呢個 Flipears 啦。Flipears 我哋都介紹過啦，係一個菲律賓嘅品牌啦。但係咧 Founders 咧 Arias 咧佢咧都係一個 musician 嚟嘅。咁所以咧，我覺得咧點我哋耳機嘅音樂人咧一定都要介紹下 Flipears 啊。 Oh, really nice to meet you.
My
Arius.
pleasure,
Yeah.
my pleasure.
So
Nice to meet
could you
you.
tell us about the new product this year?
Two new products, which are Aether and Zerk,
Aether.
are very
Zerk.
close to my heart. It's because it's my personal preference
Oh,
as a creator.
yeah. Okay. Is it the first time you guys used electrostatic drivers?
No, actually, the first one was the flagship model
Ah,
Aurora.
yeah.
But this one's in a different taste because this has a cleaner bass.
Cleaner blade.
Unlike the Aurora, it's also has a fat mid bass, so it's fun. But this one is focused on being smooth in the mids and crystal clear in the upper highs and also in the lowest lows.
So I would say is that like more the sound signature will be like more like like referencing
Not
kind of fine.
It's a fun IEM
Fun, okay.
and a technical IEM at
Yeah.
the same time, without that harsh mids that you get from from not really from other products, but the voice is still there, but with cushion, with a little bit of dampening in the mid. So it's like it's still in the Harman signature. Yeah.
OK，咁啊，佢呢個新嘅機咧，就好似佢所講咧，係今次咧都有啲新嘅即係嘅調音，因為之前咧其實佢都會有一個即係 Aurora 啦，就係一個佢哋嘅旗艦啦。咁今次咧呢一隻咧 Zerk 咧，佢就會都係有一個靜電嘅單元嘅。咁咧佢都係會即係同之前咧有少少唔同。今次個 bass 咧，好似
會再澎
Arius
湃啲
話齋就會係clean 啲嘅，係啦咁樣樣。咁啊有俾大家唔同嘅一個感覺咁樣樣啦。
嗱，佢呢隻 Zerk 啦，今次有兩隻嘅靜電單元啦，兩隻動鐵同兩隻嘅動圈單元喺度，就一個3混合啦。即係頭先佢創辦人佢講到想做一個好好嘅聲音啦，個低頻可以有個好乾淨嘅低頻 clean 啲，所以佢今次大家有機會嚟上一個好嘅低頻就嚟試下啦。
同埋最特別嘅地方，你睇下耳機前同後邊都會有嘅。咁佢其實咧，佢講法咧就係因為好多 musician 喺個台上面，有時你會掹咗個耳機掛喺條頸嗰度。咁你有時咧，如果你係黑色咧，就變咗黑色一嚿嘢。所以佢諗起兩邊都有咧，呢個係第一次見啊！所以亦都係一個好 thoughtful 嘅 design 啦，係一個好 friendly 嘅一個 musician， 即係 live performer 嘅一個 design 嚟嘅。I know you are a musician, right?
Yes.
So we are musician too.
Oh, great.
So do you have like any like tips for our fellow musician friends to how they found their first pair of in-ear monitors?
What instrument are you?
I'm drummer.
You're a drummer?
Drummer.
You're both drummers,
Both
but
drummers.
for sure you have different preferences.
Yes.
So it's really up to your ear which IEM to decide on to jump on, right? So at the end of the day, it's always preference that wins. So for me, there's a lot of good brands here as well, but the best way to really decide is to try it. That's why our slogan or motto is hear it, believe it.
Yeah.
So when you get your ears into Flipears, try Flipears and put them on your ears and just try them, and for sure you will love them.
Yeah.
But of course, I know for sure that you know this, that wireless transmitters, especially for singers or guitar players, they have a cutoff in the low frequency. So that's why if you're a musician or a touring musician, you need something to compensate on that loss, because that gets lost with wireless systems, right? Unlike drummers, you don't need wireless systems. You need to plug it into a mixer, so that's fine. So you need for drummers, you need something that, of course, you need the metronome, which is that keeps you in sync with the band, and you're the ones syncing everyone in your band, so that's very important.
Actually, I have like similar like taste to you. Like I think for live musician, I think the earphones, the IEMs have more bottom end is better, especially drummers, because you get a more realistic bass drum sound. And also as 好似佢頭先所講啦，其實好多 bell pad 咧都係會冇咗陣 low 嘅。咁所以咧for live musician 嚟講咧，咁其實都係會有多翻少少 low end， 唔好即係勁 flat 嗰啲耳機咧都會好啲嘅。好，咁嚟到咧 Noble Audio 嘅 booth 啦。咁啊 Noble Audio 之前咧介紹咗隻超正嘅 Stage 3耳機啦 ，Yoyo 用得好開心啦，場 show 都有用。咁咧今日好開心，因為我哋見到 Dr. John AKA Visit， 咁就嚟到我哋，即係今次係第一次見佢本人啊，所以係都非常之緊張，因為Dr. John 係一個非常有名望嘅一個耳機嘅即係 master 嚟嘅，咁啊 It's really good to meet you, Dr.
Nice
John.
to meet you too.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
And you too, of course. You just mentioned you guys work a lot with musicians.
Yes.
You are a musician. We're launching a product called the Stage 3.
Yes.
And we pretty much designed that around musicians. I don't know if you know the story, but in Korea, we work with a company called Sound Square. And their core market is the musicians. They support the musicians and everything that you need to hold a concert. They do the mixing boards, all of that. So they approached us and asked us, could we design something that would be smaller, that would fit the musician market better? So of course we can. And they wanted to keep it economically priced well. Right?
Yes.
And so we built a 3-driver that's surprisingly good sound for that amount of drivers. And financially speaking, it's a good price point, $600.
It's a really, really good earphone because my band's vocal is a girl and she loves that earphone.
Stage 3?
And
Very
sounds
good.
is so good. It's not sound like just 3 drivers only.
Yeah.
It's very clean but very musical and very dynamic all at the same time.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Savant.
Savant.
It's about 5 years ago. But we called it Savant because it was a 2-driver.
2-driver, okay.
And most people would think, oh, 2 drivers is not going to be much, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we call it Savant, because you wouldn't think it's going to be something, but it really is.
Yeah.
So anyhow, Korea, when they called me, they said, we want something for musicians. We want a Savant 3. I said, nah, we're going to make it different from Savant, but we can use the ideas, the concepts, and so that's why when you say, well, it sounds surprisingly good for 3 drivers.
So good, and it's very small, comparatively smaller, so it's fit most like even girls can fit the girls musician like fit their ears. And also you have another like flagship model, right?
We have several. Oh, yeah. You might
latest
one. The Spartacus?
Spartacus, yes.
Yeah, that's...
the one with the wood faceplate, right?
Well, that one is not wood. So this is a 6-driver. 2 drivers are dedicated to bass. And the bass drivers are made by Sonya. And then we have 4 drivers after that, 4 BAs. It's a surprisingly good bass, I can tell you that. And the faceplate is made out of resin.
Yeah, looks so cool. I thought it was like wood, but it looks even better than wood.
It's a biomaterial.
Biomaterial, right?
I really don't want to go into exactly what it is, because then...
it's like secret.
No. It's not that big of a secret, but I can tell you that if I say what it is, my competitors will be using it.
Yeah. Sure.
And a 3D printed housing. And this one looks like a prototype because the final version it's more of a coffee color.
Coffee color.
Yeah.
But black on this amber color looks great.
Yes, but the coffee color looks even better.
That's
why we went with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the sound signature of this one will be tend to like.
It's a good balance, but the bass when it hits, it's a nice,
like very deep
bass.
sub bass. Okay.
Yeah.
咁呢個新機咧，佢都會係有6單元嘅。咁咧佢有2個咧係真係 for 低音嘅單元嘅，咁另外4個咧就會係 for 佢嘅中音啊高音嘅部分啦。咁佢咧都話咧呢個咧面板咧係一個好特別嘅有啲樹枝嘅特別啦。咁佢就話詳情咧就唔講俾大家聽，因為咧佢驚咧其他咧有competitor 有啲對手咧會抄佢嘅。咁咧但係非常之靚啊，一樣咧都好似 Stage 3咁啦。咁都係一個好靚嘅 cable 啦，同埋有得即係嗰個 cable 咧係可以換㗎啦。咁其實頭先咧 Dr. John 咧佢都所講咧 Stage 3咧都係一隻佢哋係韓國一個 market 咧，佢就話原來佢哋係個 target 咧係musician 嚟嘅，好多。咁咧 Dr. John 咧就幫佢出咗一個咧叫 Stage 3啦，咁比較細隻啦，但係超好聲㗎啦。其實源於咧佢頭先就話咧嗰個耳機啊，其實原本係一隻2單元嘅耳機。就係你估唔到佢咁好聲，一樣咯，同 Stage 3一樣啦。咁啦，未睇過嗰條片嘅朋友，快啲去睇翻條片啦。Stage 3非常之正。Thank you for your time, Dr. John. Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
其實佢之前咧已經係呢個 Focus 呢個系列已經係好好聲嘅，呢個 Prestige 咧係再將嗰個境界再推上多一層啦。今次呢一隻咧係佢哋講話係獨一無二嘅，佢個盒嘅紋理同耳機上嘅紋理咧都係獨一無二嘅。而今次咧佢呢個單元咧佢係2T 一圈嚟嘅喎，咁啊更加咧將嗰個有線耳機同無線耳機嘅距離咧拉近咗一大步啦。咁佢今次咧新嗰個單元個 base 咧話係再可以再 impact 多啲嘅，所以咧如果之前有過呢個機嘅朋友咧，絕對要試下，可能你會即刻中毒再買埋佢。
This design was internally based off of the Mystique.
Mystique.
And what we've done is we've changed the batteries inside. We got a bigger battery inside. We actually have a bigger battery inside here as well. So you have longer battery life. Both products, both the charger and the TWS as well. We've also changed the PCB board configuration. We also worked on the antenna, modified the antenna so that you have better connection range as well. So those are the modifications. We also worked a little bit on the sound tuning as well, and makes people pretty impressed.
And the look of the earphone and the case is like superb. Like so good, so good.
Yeah.
Like and it's unique to itself, right? Like different earpieces have like different like
Design patterns, right.
So good. 係啦，咁佢咧今次都講過話，其實佢喺個電量嗰方面咧，同埋喺嗰個 connectivity 嗰度咧，其實都有一啲改進嘅。咁聲音上當然好似頭先所講係有啲改進啦。所以咧藍牙耳機係要追求一個即係 Hi-Fi 級數嘅話，要靚聲藍牙耳機咧。呢個 Focus 嘅 Prestige 咧係真係不二之選咗，真係超靚。我真係好少見過有啲藍牙耳機個盒咧係咁靚咁樣咯。
好啦，我哋而家嚟到 Campfire 啦，我哋又請到阿 Ken 同我哋一齊傾下偈啦。
So Ken, really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So
Nice to meet you. Today at the show we have planar,
planar.
a supermoon.
Supermoon.
Right there.
Okay. Can I?
It's kind of sort of most recent release.
So this is a planar driver, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a 14mm planar driver. We tuned the front and back of the driver, and it's called a Supermoon. And this is in a universal housing that's fit like a custom.
Yes, we can tell it's almost like a demo unit of a custom.
Yes, exactly. And that was mainly the a lot of our customers. They were like, "Oh, can we buy this?" And we're like, "No." So yeah, the Supermoon.
Oh, Supermoon.
Oh, so this is a custom version only.
We make it in a custom, but we're releasing it as a universal fit.
Oh, okay. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
the production version is a stainless steel, and then the tip has a stainless steel
Okay.
tip.
Okay.
So it's a planar driver.
Yeah. So how about the sound signature of this Supermoon?
It's got a very unique sound because it's planar, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's just a flat
Flat.
surface, so you don't have the sound where the sound is coming from a cone, it's coming from a flat surface. So in that respect, it has a very unique sound signature. The low and mid is incredible. It's like completely different from a normal earphone. And this happens to be full range, so the high frequency is also quite good.
Yeah.
Very efficient. So.
咁呢個咧就係Campfire 嘅一個平板嘅耳機啦，叫 Supermoon 啦。咁之前佢出過一個 custom 版本嘅，咁而家咧佢就有一個 universal 嘅版本啦，用一個14mm 嘅一個平板單元啦。咁佢由前後咁樣 tune 過啦，就 tune 到呢個Supermoon 出嚟啦。咁啊，中意平板耳機嘅朋友亦都可以試，即係平時用咗大耳牛平板耳機嘅咧，咁都可以試下呢一個即係 in-ear monitor 嘅版本啦。Do we have another like
Yeah, the Andromeda.
Andromeda,
the
yeah.
Emerald C.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Emerald C.
Yeah, tell us about
we
it.
redesigned the shell so it's more ergonomic.
Oh, yes. Oh,
It's much
it's
more
different.
ergonomic. Yeah, it's more modern.
And the cable is different.
Flat. Yeah, it's a very good flat cable. and
Cable.
Sound is quite good. The conductors are further apart, so you get a little bit more headroom. But this version of the Andromeda is interesting because it's utilizes the new Knowles dual diaphragm BAs.
Oh, BAs. Oh,
Yeah. So I've been bugging Knowles for like 10 years to make something new,
Okay.
truly new, and then they produced this product, which is a kind of unique because it's got two diaphragms.
Two diaphragms
in one
BA.
can. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we were kind of obligated to use the the new version of the BAs for the Andromeda. And that's what
So
we have here.
what Andromeda is famous for is their female vocal presentation.
Yeah, it's the same
same
general Andromeda thing, but it's got the updated
Upgrade.
drivers.
Okay.
The mid and the high use the new Knowles dual diaphragm, and then the woofer is the same woofer that we previously used, but they lowered the THD and they gave it a new name. So all new drivers.
咁啊嗱，呢個咧仙女啊，大家唔需要介紹啦。今次呢個仙女咧係新嘅，佢個名咧就叫做 Emerald Sea 啊，係一個藍綠色嘅海咁啊，但係咧都係用翻我哋傳統大家都好喜愛嘅綠仙女啦。咁啊，今次咧佢3個 driver 都唔同嘅喎，小許。佢頭先話咧，佢咧嗰個新嘅佢咧同 Nose 咧，其實佢頭先阿 Ken 咧就講話佢煩咗 Nose 好耐嘅，佢話要個新嘅 driver。咁咧呢個 driver 咧係有2塊嘅 diagram 喺一個動鐵裏邊嘅喎，咁所以咧係同之前有啲唔同嘅。咁而低音個單元咧，亦都係用咗一個新嘅單元啊。所以咧今次咧呢個仙女其實你可以當佢一個新嘅機，不過咧頭先阿 Ken 所講咧，佢都保留翻咧一個 female vocal 係不嬲都係咁好聽啊，即係所以係綠仙女嘅即係咁多代啦。讀仙女嘅朋友咧，一定要試下呢一隻機啦。咁啊，儲埋咯，其實都唔爭在，係咪先？Campfire 今次咧佢個耳機呢個綠仙女咧都係比之前更加好大嘅，同埋佢個 cable 轉咗啦。
係咯，轉咗條特別嘅 cable。
轉咗條扁嘅 cable 喎，反而係啊，呢個都有啲surprise 嘅。咁啊，但係阿 Ken 佢頭先就話咧，個 headroom 嗰度咧就會用呢條 cable 咧，就會比之前更加大啊。咁啊 sound stage 都會闊翻少少咁嘅。咁就有呢個啦，Solaris 啊，之前啊都好多師兄都好中意㗎啦，呢個版本係咪啊？
係啊。
咁今次咧，
新版喎。
係呢個新版係嘛？你見到個面板都唔同啊，都係要試下啦。咁因為呢一個機咧，其實都好多，即係譬如之前卓文啦，佢都係好中意 Solaris 呢個耳機嘅。咁啊，佢出嚟個特別版啊，咁啊可以試下啦。
終於見到呢隻啦！
係啦，咁啊，小許你係咪都試過呢一隻啊？
之前都試過啊，呢隻俾我感覺空間感好好，不過呢隻就比較我覺得要難推少少，就要
3個圈啊嘛，
3個動圈，所以一個好有特別嘅設計啦，亦都一個好金，我明好啱你嘅金色嘅設計。
bling bling 襯翻。
係
啊！喂，小許你睇下呢個耳機超有型喎，
呢個
成個銀色同埋你睇下佢嗰個頂嗰個架嗰個都係成個銀色嘅喎。
做到好有嗰種未來感嘅感覺。
冇錯，係啊！呢隻係咩嚟啊？
呢隻 Final 嘅 X8000啦。嗱，佢今次而家有嘅資料啦，暫時都好多嘢都仲未公開嘅，淨係知佢有普羅提機嚟嘅。而佢嘅金屬嘅外殼啦，今次你睇到好靚啦，就用嗰啲鈦金屬去做嘅。
好似嗰對鈦金屬都係啲勁嘢嘅鈦金屬嚟喎，呢個係。所
以望落去佢個拋光工藝又好靚啦。就係 Final Audio 啦，佢一向以佢金屬嘅工藝咧都好見稱出名嘅。
哇！咁啊，唔知有冇得試咧？似係冇得試啦。
似係冇得試啦，
價錢睇下個樣都好似好有
型啊！呢個
係咯，即係好有嗰個未來嘅感覺。
同埋而家平時啲頭帶都係黑色為主，佢係一個銀白色，成件事就感覺到好有未來嘅感覺。
咁啊 Final 除咗頭先嗰個大 headphone X8000之外咧，其實呢一個藍牙耳機咧都係幾值得推介俾大家嘅，因為好多朋友咧都不約而同都係好中意 Final 呢一個藍牙耳機嘅調音。咁咧佢亦都咧好正喎，係咁開就係啦，個耳機喺度嘅。咁啊都比較日系啦，同埋其實佢有個柄喺度啦。咁其實有個柄咧，我覺得咧通話嗰方面咧一定要好啲嘅。小許你有冇用過呢隻？
呢隻我都未試過啊，所以我轉頭就話同阿明翻嚟再繼續試下佢先。
佢有黑色同白色咯，咁就睇下你自己中意個 preference 係點樣樣啦。嗱 DIY 銀包又有好多啦，想整即係整一個 DIY 耳機咧，其實都有㗎。咁咧嗱 Final Audio 啦，咁今次咧嚟到原來第四代啊，佢叫 Mic 啦。我頭先其實我唔知係咩嚟嘅，因為我問咗佢哋嘅人啦，佢哋就會話咧，原來呢個 Mic 咧係一定要參加一個 workshop 去做一隻耳機出嚟嘅。咁所以咧就叫 Mic 啦，即係落手落腳做 DIY 啦 ，do it yourself 啦，係啦 Mic 嘅。咁呢第四代咧，今次嚟到呢個Hi-Fi Show 咧有啲乜嘢？即係呢個 AV Show 有啲咩特別咧？就係佢會咧送一個黃銅嘅
出音嘴，
咁係出邊冇得賣嘅，係啦。咁而呢個耳機咧都唔係可以現成賣嘅，你一定要參加個 workshop 去做，所以咧係啦，所以都幾得意啊！好似你啊，有時有啲即係 DIY 嘅做線啊，今次係做埋隻耳機直情係，所以咧都幾得意嚇，大家可以嚟試下玩下啦。
埋聲都真係唔錯，我都試過呢隻聲，有驚喜啊！
係啦，咁啊過嚟試下啦。
係咯。
咁啊嚟到 ECT 呢個 booth 咧，一定要講呢個 Empire Ears 啊，因為好多朋友咧都好中意 Empire Ears 啦，包括我哋啦，亦都有好多人問我哋：你試咗呢隻未啊？試咗嗰隻未啊？咁今年咧佢咧就有啲勁嘢喎。咁我哋一齊問下佢 founder 阿 Jack 啦，咁睇下佢哋有啲咩新嘢介紹。 Hello Jack, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, I like your watch, man.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
wow.
So basically at HKAV, we're launching our new flagship, the Raven. It's a 12-driver dual conduction quad red. We're using DDs, BAs, electrostats in our W10. But more importantly, this is our first foray into metallurgy. And what's making this a little bit different is that we created an internal polymer layer. And by putting the metal plate on top, it actually increases the vibration effect.
So the bone conduction will have next level effect.
Like you can actually feel it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's super exciting. It's something you really have to experience for yourself.
咁咧，其實咧，佢都講話呢個最新嘅旗艦咧 ，Raven 咧，佢咧就用咗佢哋最勁嘅所有嘅，當然啦，靜電啦、動圈啦、動鐵啦，同埋骨傳導啦，再加上今次佢哋係第一次用咗佢一個金屬嘅一個 face plate 啦。咁其實咧，佢話佢呢個外觀上嘅唔同之外咧，其實佢係會令到佢嗰個骨傳導啊嘅震動咧係會更加勁嘅，咁你係更加可以 feel 到個耳機嘅。咁啊嗱，之前啊佢哋啲耳機啦，一啲旗艦嘅耳機咧都有一啲骨傳導嘅技術啦。
其實之前有隻 Audio 就有骨傳導啦。
咁咧所以咧一定要試下啦。And also this gold one is a limited edition.
It is. It's our launch edition. It's limited to 400.
400. 呢個咧係仲要係金色呢個版本咧係得400隻嘅啫，係呢個 limited edition 嚟嘅。咁咧另外咧有隻嘅黑色咧就係 Raven 嘅一個正常嘅版本啦。Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. Pleasure, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
佢今次 Spread 就勁啦，用咗12單元喎，就有2隻嘅動圈啦，都係佢哋嘅好出名嘅呢個 Empire 嘅動圈啦，跟住加5隻動鐵單元啦，4隻嘅靜電單元同埋1隻嘅骨傳導喺裏邊。
就係之前嗰 Web X 嗰個。
今次都集合晒佢所有嘅技術就放晒喺入邊啦。
其實拎落去咧，隻耳機都有啲重㗎。
係啊。
不過其實一如以往啦，帶咗上去嘅耳仔度咧，其實都幾貼耳嘅，即係我覺得。當然啦，細耳仔嘅朋友咧就真係未必啱戴嘅。不過咧，哇！呢一隻真係好想快啲試啊！小許你試咗未啊？呢隻
我都未試，所以我哋
快啲派呢個去試啦。